This is part 3 of the mounting block session I did with Odin the Mustang. We're doing this at Liberty. So part 1, I was able to get him to stand next to the mounting block so I could get on and walk a few steps and get off. And then part 2 was just a session where we are just resting and taking a break from this session. So here we are continuing after our break. And he's funny. He's seems to be aware of what I want, but he's asking a lot of questions. Well, how about if I stand back here? And there he's standing in the right place. So I had to move him forward several times. And I'm just bringing him forward with my hand. And sometimes when you're not successful, you have to go back to a previous lesson. And so even though it may seem that he should be getting a little bit further along, he's not yet. So that just tells me he's not entirely understanding or not entirely willing. And that's fine. We're just fiddling around. So he got close enough where I was able to lean over him. And I'm trying to show him that where I want him. This is where I want you. And one of the things that I might do in the next session I practice with is put a mat down where I want his front feet, because he's gotten very good at putting his front feet on a mat. And there he let me get on, and I'm giving him a reward. And this part I thought was really funny because I couldn't really get him to go forward at this point, and I didn't really want to try too hard either. I mean, kind of the point of this is just to get on, move around, and he is. And he definitely likes to be centered around the mounting block because he recognizes that's where mounting and dismounting happen. And I think he's politely telling me that he would rather that I was not on. He doesn't always have that choice. I mean, when we have a saddle and bridle on, then he doesn't really have that choice, and he's not going to buck necessarily to get me off. But again, he's just asking questions. Well, what if I do this? What if I do this? And I'm going to stay on him until he takes a step forward. There he goes. He takes a step forward. And then he's doing more forward, so that's more what I want. He is definitely focused on the mounting block location, and I'd rather not. So I'm trying to get him to go in a different. I'm trying to get him to go forward away from the mounting block, and he's not really doing that. So I'm just tapping him with my legs. He's looking at my foot. In some ways, he's kind of a toddler. So, but he is young. I mean, he's 7. Sometimes he still acts like a baby horse. And I'm just trying different body positions here. Well, what if I lean back? What are you going to do? What if I lean forward? What are you going to do? And his general answer is, well, I'm just going to stand here. And that's an acceptable answer to me. It's better than taking off. Again, I have a helmet on, should he decide to do that, but generally he's pretty trustworthy. He does have a tendency to plant his and there he took a couple steps forward, so I just wanted to end the session at that point and dismount. And what I'd like is that he continues to follow me. That's pretty awesome.